Come step back into the 2000s and get nostalgic with myself, Angelique, Magnifique, Arky, and Regal Mortis as we take you into a sneak peek of our EMO Burlesque show. While you're at it, hit that subscribe button to check out more from my life as a New Jersey-based burlesque performer.
All up in the Nolaverse, all up in the Nolaverse. There's community and fashion, entertainment and play. What are we going to do today? All up in the Nolaverse.
Hello, magical misfits. It's your girl Nola Bunny, and welcome back to the Nolaverse. Today we are going back in time to the mid 2000s, 2007, 8, 9. That's around the time I was in high school, at least. So maybe that's why this is the time that we're at right now. And we are going to an emo burlesque show. My girl Angelique is producing her next edition of QXTs at QXT's Lounge in Newark, New Jersey. And we're about to go get our emo on.
So who here was actually alive during early 2000s? Old MySpace. I get it. To begin our night, we have somebody who has been taking the burlesque world by storm. I have seen him in like every show, everywhere right now, and I love him so much, and he's like a permanent part of the QXT show. So let's get right into it. And I could not think of a better person to bring this song to life. So please welcome Magnifique. Bring me to life. One more time for Magnifique, everybody. Now for our next portion, we're going to interrupt the acts for a moment and try something a little new. We're going to actually do some interviews with our performers. First up, I'd like to invite Miss Anarky to the stage. Miss Anarky, when did you start getting into like the alt scene?
I would say probably when I was like 7th or 8th grade.
Looking back, what's something you wore back then that like now you see the pictures and you just cringe at it?
Oh, I guess just the lower rise skinny jeans with the Vans.
How old were you here?
I was 14.
So I see the seat card, I see braces.
Yeah.
And do I see a Catholic school down here?
A Protestant school.
Protestant school.
Yeah, so.
I'm also seeing that reflected tonight.
Yes.
So now we have a performer who's been contributing her brand of glitter gore to the burlesque scene since 2015. She's been a nominee for numerous awards, including Master of Macabre, Blood Feast, White Elephant Silver Tusk Awards, Best Plus Size Burlesque, and the Philly Fatty Awards. Yeah! So, yes, represent. Please welcome the girl who will make you sick, Regal Mortis. Yeah! Holy hell, I've never seen a dancer actually dance in strip pants. That was amazing. Especially considering we were just talking about Hot Topic circa like 2003, guys. Would you please join me up here, Magnifique? So what about you? What was your like alt experience? Like when did you start getting into the scene?
So it was 9th, 10th grade. I was finally starting to accept myself as a queer person, and the only other queer person that I knew was a bisexual girl. She was very goth, very emo. I wiggled my way in there to become friends with her so I could have someone that was like me.
So you went from wiggling your way into the queer scene to wiggling your way on the stage with us, and we love you for that.
Exactly.
My next performer doesn't actually need an introduction, but we're gonna give her a hell of a one anyway. I have seen this girl do it all. I have seen her go from a children's party princess to being Lucille Ball to being a naughty EDM elf all in one day. And mind you, she knows exactly what I'm talking about because I was there for 2 of those shows. And I have seen her be so many people in the years that I've known her. And it's one of the reasons she is my best friend is her versatility. Myself and you guys are going to see a new side of her tonight. We're going to see her emo punk rock side. So give it up for Nola Bunny! Miss Heather, kitty kitty meow. Can we all meow for Heather? Meow! I love Heather because she's the only cat I know that actually comes when you call her. So, Miss Heather, what would you like to ask me today?
Just curious, when did you first start expressing yourself as emo goth, and what did your family think of it?
My family's always kind of been goth. My family's actually from Romania, like middle of the Carpathian Mountains, so I have generations of goth cred. Anybody ever hear Dark Shadows, the old 60s TV show?
Yes.
My real name is actually Angelique. My mother named me after the villain of a gothic soap opera from the 60s. So I was born to be like this, guys.
What does the alt scene mean to you, especially with our community?
Like everybody's been saying, so much of it is really about acceptance and being able to express yourselves. It honors my family, it honors myself, it honors the people around me in a way too, because everybody I love the art scene, I love the creativity. I've always been drawn to like the darkness, so that's why that's so important to me. And now we have one more act before we take just a little bit of an intermission. She's actually new to not just QXTs as a whole, it's her first time being here, but also to the QXTs stage. This performer guarantees to seize hearts and the means of production. They are the harlot from hell who will leave you feeling unwell. Give it up for Anarky!
We're gonna do a little video. Is everybody clothed? Magnifique's never clothed when I'm like, let's do a little video. We got our Mona Lisa, and we got our, can we see the fish? Yeah. The fish tank. We got our two Panic at the Disco queens. Oh, and the LED lights. And the LED lights. Oh my God. Okay, this is going to be freaking epic. Oh yes. We all just killed our first act. We all just killed it, and I'm super excited to see what's coming next. I feel like I'm 14 again. Sad girl, just less sad. Way less sad.
This is what I wish 14-year-old me was.
Yeah.
I'm finally living my dreams.
Literally exactly.
Miss Angelique made, look at that sparkle bra. She made the entire look. I mean, wouldn't put it past her. Wouldn't put it past Miss Little Fashion Designer over here, but and the amount that this bra is sparkling. I'm just doing that because I want your tits.
Individually removable cups.
What? What? We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. Ooh, and now we can look at this gorgeous lady. Ooh, yes, Miss Anarky and the pretty little curls.
Hello, QXTs. How we're doing tonight? You know, if I'm up here, you know who's coming on next, right? She's the beauty and brains behind QXTs, the host with the most, Miss Angelique.
Whew. Yeah, no, gotta catch my breath a second. You know her, you love her. She's always been a staple at QXTs. And she is wearing something so delicious. Did you know that outside of performing, she's also a vintage seller? So, everything she finds, everything you see on stage, is stuff that's actually from her vintage store. So please check her out, but first, check her out. Everybody, give it up for Nola Bunny! I would love to invite to the stage Miss Regal Mortis. So you need to know her a little better. So I know you definitely broached this a bit in your first act. We'd like to hear a little more about what got you into the alt scene and your experiences.
I am a maximalist, so I like more, and I just kind of It started pretty early with like Gwen Stefani and Avril Lavigne, and I would like practice my performances. I'm not a singer. I would practice my performances and jump off milk crates and be like, I gotta practice my jumping.
But what's something you want to bring back?
The OG Hot Topic was a good answer, but I'm gonna say like $40 Warped Tour.
You know what? Yes. Okay, you know what? Yes. Once again, we have the harlot from hell. The girl doing the music videos. And oh my God, look at her outfit right now. I want to introduce you once again to Anarky. All right, so never call what he does boylesque. Because you see those muscles, you see that John, that is a man. Alright, that is the manliest man I've ever seen in a corset and glitter. And what he does is burlesque, okay?
That's burlesque.
So, for one last time, I want to hear it loud and clear for Magnifique. Yeah! And now, good news and bad show is close to over. But before that, we have one more interview and also one more final act tonight. And I cannot wait to introduce you guys to it. So first up, let's invite Ms. Nola Bunny to the stage for a little interview. Ms. Nola, what was your early alt experience like? Like, what did your parents think of you?
Okay, so I feel like I've never really considered myself alt in the way that most people think of. But, however, I do feel that I've been alternative my entire life. Little Nola was a very edgy little girl, and I have been wearing little tiny, sexy, fun, bold outfits my entire life. And one of my favorite stores when I was in middle school is a store called Rave Girl. Has anyone heard of that store? I think it was only in the area that I grew up, and it was exactly what it sounds. It was rave clothes for middle schoolers, and I would go to middle school in little plaid skirts with chains on them. And what did my mother think? Honestly, not much, because my mom was a fashion designer, so she kind of just let me rock and do my thing.
I've met Mama Bunny. Mama Bunny is the best. She's not even here, but give it up for Mama Bunny.
She deserves it.
What do you think was the best fashion from that era?
I still have so many of my clothes from high school. And it kind of goes back to my first answer. I feel like I've always been attracted to anything bold and out there. So yeah, anything that was extreme.
Okay.
Anything that was extreme. I still have, when I was probably about 12 years old, my older cousin took me to Hot Topic for the first time. It was my first time going to Hot Topic, and at that time when I was 12, it wasn't really the size of a 12-year-old, so these shirts fit me perfectly now. Still have them. One of them is a black t-shirt with a punk rock kitty on it that has a mohawk and a studded collar, and the other one is a black shirt with 3 burgundy stars and burgundy sleeves. Still rock them today.
I think I saw some of my bracelets from back then, you know? Who has like their old punk rock bracelets from like their teen years? Or have you guys lost all of them?
Well, if you're referring to the rubber ones, those ones just pop.
Oh, yeah.
Those ones, you know, they only last for so long.
Who was into jelly bracelets? You guys
So
know jelly
many.
bracelet thing?
Oh my god, I would like cross them over my middle finger. Did anybody else do that?
Oh, you have to make all the designs and stuff, like you were making gloves out of them. Yes. All right, speaking of fashion, what do we got here?
We have, if I was gonna have the things that were in style, on trend, still had to be a little different, my own kind of thing. So yes, I'm wearing Vans, but no, those are not checker print Vans. Those are pink Vans with white skulls on them. And my belt is also a pink studded belt. Oh, and I am wearing that cat t-shirt I was talking about earlier.
Perfect. I love it. And you know what was up with the MySpace days and early alt days where we all had to take pictures in the weird places in the weirdest possible poses?
I'm on the school bus.
Upside down on a school bus or doing something weird in a shopping cart. Did we all take those pictures?
Yeah.
Oh, and don't forget like the high exposure,
Oh, we're ghosty.
Yeah.
Ghosty. Where is my nose? Do I have one? I don't know.
So thank you very much, Nola.
Ooh, thank
We
you.
are so happy to have you on the stage. We have reached that final part of the night, and now our final performer, I've seen her perform here a number of times, but if you know me, I'm usually behind the bar, not up here. But as soon as I knew that she had this act, I had to get her for this show. Every one of you is going to know the song, and most of you are probably going to know the music video. What else can I say except just be wowed, be amazed, and cheer for Regal Mortis! And now for our main event of thank yous, please come up here, Magnifique. And secondly, I'd love to see Ms. Nolaverse. And what about Arky over there in the corner? TM is going to actually be June 29th. Thank you to everybody tonight. We love you.